Hello, everybody. Welcome to another rare Troopers on Break video. And today it's more of a serious video, if you would like to call it that, and it's regarding the new Relic changes that are coming. It is not Relic 10, it is a new system they are calling Relic Delta. And it's basically a way for them to incentivize players to take characters beyond the relic requirements. So, like, and when GLs, someone gets a character relic 5, then they're required for relic 5 for a GL. After that, they usually stop farming that relic and stuff like that, and they'll leave them at relic 5. This is their way to incentivize you to get those characters up in rank to even higher. This also is going to affect some off meta counters and stuff like that. But we will get into that later. I did not get invited to the closed playtest. If CG does see this, which we're a small channel, not sure they will, but if they do, I'm more than happy to test. I want what's best for this game. I love Star Wars. I've like literally I've been a Star Wars fan all my life. Like, and one of the things is Lego, right? Like, I have all these minifigs I've collected over the years, like my prized possessions, everything like that. I love Star Wars. I love this game, and I love this community. So I want to see it succeed. So if you do want to invite me to close play testing, please do not hesitate to reach out. Your devs have my DMs. They're always open and available. But I just want to get the full picture before this hits the screen so that I can help my community as well as others become aware of what is to come with this update. Now, what my biggest issues and three things that I want to point out with concerns regarding this is one, shout out to Rabbit Beaver and Arnold. They did a great job of breaking this down. Is Grand Arena. How is this going to affect Grand Arena? I was having a little conversation with my community in the stream when we reacted to this. We started calling this the Kyber Squish of Grand Arena 2.0 because they're squeezing out who's going to be in Kyber, and they're rewarding, rightfully so, people at Relic who are Relic 9ing all these tunes and everything. And maybe we'll see some interesting stuff. Like maybe Relic 9 Ewoks can be a under Relic GL team, something like that. But it's quite concerning. I think to the degree that they're doing it, Arnold said in his video like 95% damage negated. I was telling my community a perfect example is if you're going GL Hondo Relic 9 on defense, and let's say you just unlocked SOKR and he's at Relic 5 and you just got him in for Grand Arena lock-in and his base damage is 100,000 damage. If it's really 95% decrease in damage between that Relic gap because your Kylo's at Relic 5 and their Pirate King Hondo's at Relic 9, instead of dealing 100,000 damage, that means your Kylo's only going to be dealing 5,000 damage. So that's the first thing. Second thing, how are we supposed to test new characters? Are we supposed to test characters and have people in our shards that have all the teams at Relic 9 so that we have a base level? Or are we supposed to say, hey, let's keep all tunes at Relic 7 from here on out? Like, we don't have a sandbox mode. We don't have a way to play with our friends. So it's just quite interesting and it's baffling to me of how we can test these new characters. Maybe they don't want us to test them. Maybe I don't want to say that. Like CG has done so many great changes. Again, massive shout out to Beaver. He showed the player count uh increasing during the Order 66 era of how many players we got, like nearly double on Apple and Google Play, which is amazing. More people in the community is better. And like he had like I know he has a bigger channel, he had a lot more, but I even had some newer players trickle into my streams asking for, hey, so like I just joined this game, what should I go for? What what do I need to focus on? And that just brings excitement, enjoyment, and engagement to the game. Fresh new faces are always welcome in this community, and I'm afraid this is going to not only push away those fresh new faces, it's going to push away these older players that we already have in our community as well. And finally, what I am very concerned about is one of the points that Ano brought up that they said is, oh, this is to help make it easier to beat PvE game modes. So I talked to some content creators, I talked to some people in the Discord. I learned that Conquest and Galactic War are the only PvE game modes that use relic levels. When you go to TB, when you go to assault battles, and when you go to everything else, proving grounds even, it's like level 90. It's level 95. It's not off road. So that's my concern is if they're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this, just be honest and truthful with us. Say, hey, this is a PvP update and we're trying to implement a new competitive aspect to the game, right? I think people make it much warmly, I say, much more openly. If it's like, oh, this is for like the top end, best of the best players, right? Like this create this competitive atmosphere at the top 100 players in the world, right? And like they were saying that he help he conquest beyond the Galactic War. That really does concern me a lot with what this update brings. And again, my big thing is how do we test new tunes? How do we test new teams that come into the game with these relic changes and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. As I said, I'm just worried. I'm intrigued. I'm going to stay open minded. Again, I am more than happy to enter the closed beta testing if they would like to welcome me in. I will go in with an open mind. I just want to learn. I want to grow. I want to understand these changes so that I know what we're going into and so that I can help people enter into it. But if they don't, everyone's going to get into it's going to enter the game regardless. Just like how Datacrons did. Yeah, they're going to tweak it maybe a little bit from what we're hearing right now. But the overall consensus of what they're calling, again, Delta, Relic Delta, is the system that is going to be coming to the game. That is the massive update that we're getting. And if it's going to help PvE, you know what? Maybe I'm optimistic. Maybe we're going to get a new PvE game mode. That'd be interesting. That'd be something exciting, right? So I'm going to be optimistic. I know a lot of people were expecting me to yell, rage, burn my chair, slam stuff around, but I'm going to go in with an open mind, guys. I don't think this is an amazing update. I want to make that clear. I don't know where this is coming from, like out of the blue, out of left field, why this is the change they're making when there's other changes they can make, like to the ship meta, like to ships, territory wars, TB engagement, getting some more engagement from the players to help prevent player loss. But again, I want to go in with an open mind, open thought. And one last thing that I'm going to look at is my Relic 9s. As of right now, I only have 15 Relic 9s. Is this going to incentivize me to Relic 9 all my other characters? Sure, should I Relic 9 my GLs? Probably. But other than that, I don't know how I'm going to perceive this. I'm going to go into Horde mode. Again, I would love to test this so that I get a better understanding. Then I can come up with a plan and I can advise other people on a plan, you know? This seems like a way we first had TB with Relic 9 Planets. That really didn't get people to Relic 9 tunes. Then we had Assault Bows with Era Bows with Relic 9 Tiers. That didn't get much traction. So I guess this is their way to say, hey, we gave you a fair warning. Here's the change that we're doing to those higher Relic levels. Overall, I'm optimistic. I'm very worried about what this is going to do to the community and the state of the game, but I am going to be here. I am the only content creator that streams every single day, and I am not going away anytime soon. And I am here to I'm gonna be here regardless. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna be here whether I get early beta testing, sign an NDA. I have an NDA with Clash Royale and Supercell with Clash of Clans. I'm more than happy to sign one with CG, but regardless whether or not that happens, we will all be here. We're all gonna get through this. We all said that it was the end of the game with Datacrons, with the great nerf of 2021, but here we are. We're going to get through this together, and I think that's the best way to get through it together as a community, as one. In CG, I appreciate you guys working with content creators. I think this is a step in the right direction, and taking feedback is a huge step of courage, and it shows that you are changing for the better. And I think that's something that we cannot sleep on or underappreciate. So thank you very much, CG, for opening up that avenue for us content creators as well. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it. I appreciate everyone that is here. Leave your comments, thoughts down below. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. The change is coming. We have a preview of what the next big update is going to be. And we're going to get through it together. Whether you guys love it or hate it, we're all going to be here together. We're going to get through it. And we're going to continue this game because we have such an amazing community. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and God bless you.